recess.
Yeah, a resuscitation.
Okay.
A guy was brought in a trolley.
In a trolley.
Friends brought him in a trolley, and he shat everywhere. He was full of shits.
Really?
Yeah.
Why though? Was he homeless?
He was homeless and high on heroin.
You're okay. Look at this girl. You're right though, love. You're okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so ask away.
Yes, we're back. Oh, let me turn the music off. Yes, we're back with another rider, another episode. Today we are honoured to have the one and only Nadia in the house.
Hello.
And she's a doctor. And she's from SA, that's South Africa for those who don't know. And she's been working on cruise ships, leisure cruise ships, not the pirate ones that I used to work on, but leisure. So nice to have you here today.
Thank you, it's nice to be here.
First of all, what made you want to be a doctor?
I really want to help people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was your dad a doctor?
My mom's a doctor.
Okay.
And my sisters.
All your sisters?
Yes, it's a family affair.
That's a tradition. I can say it's a typical Indian family. Yeah, well, okay. So, but at least that's good. You got a caring heart. So, what made you want to go and work on the ships?
Well, firstly, in South Africa they can't afford to pay doctors at the moment. So people are working for free for the government. Or you're struggling to find a job. So I would never do that to myself. I got a job on the ships because I cannot afford to live in South Africa anymore.
Okay. So,
but also I want to travel the world. I really want to see everything that the world has to offer.
that's one way to do it, because I believe a cruise ship's like on a port on any berth for like 24 hours or something.
No, so it depends on where you're going and the port rules. Most days, our port days would be from like 8 till 7. But then the crew has different times, so the crew on board is earlier. And obviously you're working every single day, so your time ashore really just depends on how lucky you are.
Okay.
Yeah. But I went out. Every time that I didn't have to be on that ship, I was not on that ship.
Okay, I hear you. So going back to South Africa, why would people work for free?
People are trying to specialize. So, I mean, it's rather you work for free for the government for 4 years in the field that you want to do. And then become a specialist, become a surgeon, and then you're sorted. So that's why people...
So the government would take you, once you've had like, I don't know, 5 years or whatever experience, the government would say, okay, we'll pay you now so we can see you're worth your weight in gold.
In South Africa, when you qualify as a general practitioner. And then to become a specialist, you work in the field for 4 years. So you're doing a postgrad. And so to get that job, firstly it's competitive because there's few paid jobs at the moment. So it's competitive, like you basically are working like a slave until you can get a job. So people are working for free just so that they can gather the experience just to get a paid job. People are working for free just to finish their postgrad. It's just... It depends on
so they work for free while they're studying?
Yeah.
And then when they study it, they stop working for free?
No, so even when they're studying, some people get paid jobs as registrars. Some people are taking unpaid jobs and they're specializing, but they're not getting paid for it.
Okay.
And then they can qualify as a specialist, and then they can go into the private sector.
Okay. So does this mean there was a demand for people trying to get the position that you wanted from SA on the ships?
Well, on the ships at the moment, they've recruited a lot of South African doctors. So it's more demand from the ship side that they need us and they like South African doctors.
Why is that?
We see a lot of trauma.
Joburg, Cape Cullen. Hey, okay. So you have that experience.
We have the experience.
So you're war doctors.
Yeah.
War
yeah.
doctors, you see.
That's correct.
Can't-
Doctors as well.
Okay, you can make a TV show on that. That's interesting. Think about it. You can make a TV show on SA doctors and then extend it to SA doctors at sea. Yeah.
SA Doctors at Sea. Oh, I think, isn't there a show called Below Deck or something?
I don't know. Maybe someone. Well, it's clearly it's a good idea if there is. I just lost some money in thinking of that idea too late. So, what was life on the ship? What did you anticipate that life on the ship would be like to what it's really like?
What I anticipated was a bit more free time, going to be like getting to go out a bit more. I anticipated not working as hard as I did, but also the ship is not. I mean, it's not as hard as I'll ever work in South Africa.
Okay.
Ever. Like, I can't complain about working on the ship. It was an amazing experience. Ship life, I guess. What's wild is ship life. You have a whole bunch of people stuck on a ship for 8 months. You can imagine what it's like.
When you say how bunch of people, these are young people in their 20s and 30s.
There's young people in their 20s and 30s.
Okay, and what's the youngest person staff-wise? About 18?
I would say probably 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's basically that clubbing age,
Yeah.
all on a boat.
Yeah.
And how many? Like a couple of thousand?
Yeah. I think there was about what? Oh, I'm gonna lie if I tell you how much crew was on board. I think there was probably about 2,000 crew members on board.
And serving how many staff, customers? About 5 or 6.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. That's nearly like 10,000 people, pressing 10,000
Yeah.
people.
No, I think it's a lot more. I think it was about maybe 7,000 people on board.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that's one member of staff to every 3 customers, in essence.
Yeah, but not everybody comes to the medical. I mean, so you have days where it's really busy, and then you have days when it's not really busy.
What was the most traumatic thing you had to deal with?
Nothing can compare to the work that I've done in South Africa.
Okay, maybe we should talk more about South Africa. What's the most traumatic thing in South Africa then?
The most dramatic thing in South Africa that I've seen. Ooh, wow.
As long as it doesn't involve children.
No, I mean, look, I've seen pediatric recesses. I've seen kids. I've seen a kid thrown out of a car.
I said as long as it doesn't involve
Yeah,
children.
I know.
She goes straight in there to children.
I know, but
Just adults, I don't want to hear
I'm so
them.
sorry. I think I've seen a guy with about. Phew, what? Where do I start? Like, I'm trying to think.
Did at any time make it
I can tell you about the craziest recess that I've ever had to do.
go on? The craziest
The craziest recess that I've ever
a
had to
recess.
do. Yeah, a recess.
Resuscitation. Okay.
A guy was brought in a trolley.
In a trolley.
Friends brought him in a trolley, and he shat everywhere. He was full of shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Why though? Was he homeless?
He was homeless and high on heroin, and he just shat everywhere. And we had to resuscitate this man who was full of shit.
You really did. So when you put your lips on it,
You have no choice.
put your lips on it.
No. You don't put your lips on it.
What did you do?
We didn't have to do CPR. I just had to basically give him reversal agents to try and bring him back.
You didn't hose him down.
Well, the nurses started to undress him while we were trying to put up a drip for him. But in that moment, you kind of just okay, put on your apron, put on your gloves, and just do what you gotta do.
Listen, they couldn't pay me enough. That guy would have, especially if he's a drug addict, he'd be on his own.
The best part was, oh no, him I needed to intubate, so no. There was one guy who I resuscitated, also high on heroin. The heroin addicts are fun to resuscitate because you can see when that reversal agent is kicking in.
Oh.
But it doesn't last long, so you have to keep them. But the one guy, I gave him reversal agent, and the minute he woke up, he freaking ripped out his catheter, ripped out his drips, and ran out of the unit because he wanted to go get high again.
So he's really lost. They're lost souls.
They lost souls. They
What's
look
what
like
the Thai calls
heroin
them?
addicts look like zombies.
Yeah. That's terrible. So when you give them these reversal drugs,
Yeah.
it works no matter what they've taken.
So it works, like it depends on what they've taken, essentially. So heroin has a reversal agent. Your opiates have a reversal agent.
So can you tell what someone's taken before you inject them?
You learn, I mean, we taught about toxidrome.
Sorry?
We taught toxidrome. So
What's that?
Like different drugs and what they cause. Like if the pupils are dilated, or if somebody is sweating and agitated, or like sweating profusely, and you look at the pupils, you look at if they hypersalivating, because a lot of people in South Africa, a big thing is organophosphates. So
Is that a drug?
It's like pesticides,
They take pesticides.
but not on purpose. Some people don't do it on purpose. Some
you-
people do it on purpose as like a suicide attempt. So you like, because you see these things, you kind of know, okay, this one took cocaine, this one took heroin, this is an organophosphate, based on like how they present, essentially.
That's interesting though. That's really interesting. So something that comes to mind is that as doctors, if there's lots of doctors in South Africa, haven't they ever thought about coming to work for the NHS here?
You have to write an exam to be able to write here. To be able to work here. The exam's expensive and it's crap difficult.
So that means these doctors are not up to standard then.
I mean, people write the exam and they come. I'm just not willing to do it.
Okay, well how much does it cost, do you know?
I'm gonna lie, but I don't know how much it costs in pounds. I think it costs like 100,000 rand.
Alright, so someone can work that out.
So I'm gonna work that out.
Well, yeah, hey Google, what's 100,000 rand in pounds sterling?
Approximately £74,052.
What? That's a lot of money.
Yeah. You see it?
Forget that. Forget. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
£74,000 to retake your exam after studying how many years to be a doctor?
6
That's
6 years to be
crazy,
a doctor,
man.
and then 3 years that we have to do for the government.
That's crazy. That is
Yeah,
crazy.
it's not easy, and unfortunately, South African doctors basically have to write an exam for everything.
Yeah. Oh,
But
you've
I
got.
think if you do your plebs, you actually are qualified to work in a few more places than just the UK.
I've realised. So what's a pleb?
The British exam,
So can you do the British? So you can do the British exams when you're in South Africa,
I can.
but you didn't do it then.
I've never had any interest in working in the United
No,
Kingdom.
but what I was thinking, if you were studying to be a doctor in SA, you could have said, actually, I'm going to study to be a doctor in SA, but if they recognise the British qualification, then in SA, you could have just studied a British qualification, still worked in SA, and had opportunities to work in different places in the world.
I mean, I would have had to first get a.
Well,
I would have had to be able to apply to university. Look, when it comes to South African doctors as well. I mean, as a doctor from the United Kingdom, you can't just work in South Africa.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's certain things that you have to do to be able to work in South Africa as well.
Alright, I hear you.
Yeah, because I mean, our level. I mean, nothing to the United Kingdom, but the amount of pathology that we see in South Africa, it's different. So working in South Africa, I mean, I'm grateful. I wouldn't want to specialize anywhere else. I wouldn't have wanted to study anywhere else. The amount of things that I've seen and learned, just because of the pathology that we see, I'm proud of it.
So we get a lot of experience when we have a war, and we've been having quite a few wars over the last 20 years. So what we do, we take a lot of the NHS surgeons and give them opportunities to work in the war zone, but not on the front line.
Yeah.
So they do amputees and the lacerations and
Yeah.
explosions and that. But then obviously when it's peacetime like now, the skill starts to drop.
Yeah.
But then you guys would be ongoing constantly.
I mean, we see these things all the time.
Mm.
Traumatic amputations, gunshot wounds, stab wounds. The best is that you'll always have a couple that will stab each other, and then they'll come in and they'll be on the beds next to each other, fighting each other, and be like, he stabbed me and I stabbed him, but I love you, baby.
That's common, huh?
That's common.
That
is
sounds
it.
like Jamaica. That sounds like Jamaica.
You'll have friends, like the one friend stabbed the other friend, and then you'll bring him in as well and just be like, no, that's my brother, but yes, I stabbed him because he was talking to my girl.
Okay, that's interesting. Have you ever experienced crime yourself in SA?
Yeah, my phone's been stolen at least once a year.
Once a year? What? Someone just walks up to you and grabs your phone?
I mean, somebody has walked up to me and grabbed my phone. Somebody's pickpocketed me. But this was once a year, I think maybe like 4 years ago. So at least, I mean, it's been a good run now.
Been a good run.
Now that I've gotten my phone insured.
Do you learn to be more streetwise? Then?
You are very streetwise as a South African.
Yeah. So you put your phone on the inside pocket.
Yeah, you buy a bag that has a zip inside so that you can put your phone into the inner zip. You don't drive with your windows open. You don't keep your handbag on the seat. Those are just things that you just naturally do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so. So, what about earpiece? Do you walk down the road with your earpiece in, like using your earpiece, or would they say, "Give me your earpiece"?
Look, it depends. It depends on where you are. Like, if you're in an area where, like, some places you just don't walk. But that depends on like where you are in Cape Town. Like where I work in like a place that's in a bit of a poorer community. So I'm not allowed to walk around there. The people where I used to work, the people that work there would tell me, you're not allowed to walk around here, just get in your car and go. But then in town, it depends. It really just depends on how unlucky you are. Somebody will come up to you and ask you for your phone or your bag, or sometimes that won't happen.
Okay, I hear you. Well,
It's a problem here too, though.
We do. Yeah.
Get a thing for my phone.
No, I wouldn't even bother with that, because all that means they're going to drag you down the street. Because the guy's on a bicycle.
Yeah.
An electric bicycle, high powered, and they come and grab it and keep on going. But at the end of the day, if he grabs it, all that happens, you're going to go, and get pulled. So you're going to go over.
That's what everybody tells me as well.
Yeah, so just use your phone at sensible times and in sensible locations. Like if you're in a shop, you phone someone or whatever, then you come outside, you put it in your pocket. Do you see what I mean? You remember where you're going.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
I mean, I'm streetwise. I grew up in Cape Town. I think I'm safe.
Okay. All right, I hear you. So going back to the ships, what do you know now about working on the ships that you wish you knew when you had started?
Wow. I don't know. I mean, I think it was such a wow. All I can say is that the men on the ships, I don't know, they've got a whole different level of game.
Really?
Yeah, like what's not normal in the outside world is very normal for them on a ship. And for some reason they'll think it works. Like they'll stare you down, and staring you down is supposed to be their form of flirtation, and that's supposed to work. But in the normal society, if a guy stares you down, he's a creeper.
Okay, so what is this any Pacific culture, or is it just men in general?
Just men in general. They all have their weird quirks. I mean, there would be guys that that would literally come to the medical center just because they wanted to see me.
Oh, so they hear there's some new flesh in the medical centre and they just come to have a look.
And those are the ones who come with the dumbest complaints, and on the days that you are the most busy and you're just like, now I have to make notes for you because you came here because you bit your lip, really.
I hear. Well, at least you're wanted. No, some people would love some attention.
You know, you think that until you work on a ship and you see how much attention, like it does reach a point where it's a little bit uncomfortable. Where, I mean, I mean, I got used to it. I think the first 2 weeks was where it was like, oh my God, this is overwhelming.
So how did you learn? You say you got used to it. How did you get used to it? What did you tell yourself?
You just ignore it.
Oh, is that simple?
It's that simple.
I suppose there's limitations of what they can do anyway, because they're all on a ship. And so they do anything bad, they'll be off at the next port.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, like, it's not like anybody does anything overly intrusive. But, I mean, it's just, it can be a bit uncomfortable because, you get a lot of looks. I mean, if you're walking into the mess area and you're about to eat your lunch and 7 guys are staring at you, it's a little bit like, ugh. So one thing I didn't do, I never went to go eat alone.
Because they come and sit on your table.
No, nobody actually would come and sit at my table. Well, I don't know, because I never sat alone. But I think it was just like that's just uncomfortable for me. So I would eat with my friends so that I wouldn't feel uncomfortable. So that's how you like learn to avoid certain things.
It's interesting what someone who's vulnerable, I don't mean to say it in a negative way, but has to navigate.
Yeah.
Because I'd never think, the only time I can think of an average man has to do that is in jail. Do you see what I mean? You don't shower on your own, you don't eat on your own, you're always with your crew for safety reasons.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? But you're in a professional working environment and you still have to think like that.
Yeah. Which is also that, I guess that's something about ship life that was a very interesting experience. Like, I think in fact, I still haven't been, I haven't been alone completely on my own probably for 3 months, except for when I went to bed. Like, you are always surrounded by people constantly, and then there's huge groups of people because there's a lot of guests. So, I mean, you get used to noise.
But you've got the staff quarters, haven't you, where it's quiet. Did you have to share your cabin?
No. As a doctor, I get my own cabin.
Oh. So
some perks.
No wonder you managed to get a boyfriend.
You get some stripes on your shoulder.
Okay. So you're quite high up in the echelons then?
Yeah.
Does that mean how many doctors on the vessel?
3.
And so you just do...
we have 1 lead doctor
6
and 2 doctors.
Okay, so you don't do 6 hours.
No. I mean, we do, you do, in the mornings you work 8 till 11, and then in the afternoons you work 4 till 7. And then you do day shift and night shift. You alternate. So, basically being on call for like anyone between 11 till 4. That's your day shift. And then your night shift is you're on call for anyone from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. And the last week has been quite busy. I think the plane, I wasn't awake. I slept the entire flight because I haven't slept this week.
I hear you. Okay. Would you do it again, work on the ships?
Yeah, I've got my next contract.
Oh, is it? Where to?
I'm going to be doing Europe, and then I cross over to Brazil season.
So it's just everywhere that's sunny.
Yeah.
Have you been caught in a monsoon yet?
We had rough seas the one day. I think, but it was a major like storm that was happening. But you don't. I mean, the ship moves. Wow, like it really. That's the most I've ever felt the ship move. But it's a massive ship.
Yeah, I
So
know
you-
there's tremendous.
Yeah, so you don't really feel it as badly.
So I used to work on the container and tanker vessels,
Yeah.
and you feel it in those.
Those
They're
ones I
low,
can imagine.
yeah, low down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like with us, I mean, you feel it on the lower decks, obviously. And that day, I was so impressed with myself because everybody got seasick, and I was the only one that didn't need any medication. I was like, yes, I was made for this life.
But would you say you're extrovert?
I think so.
Yeah, I'd say that.
I think so.
Because when you said about you don't get any alone time, but you seem quite an extrovert.
I mean, you can get alone time on the ships if you're trying to make it happen. But yeah, I like to make friends with people.
So you told us a shift. Do you manage to get in gym time? Is there
Yes.
gym? Is there
There's
a massive,
gym on board.
massive
the
gym?
Is nice.
You
I
got a
mean,
swimming pool?
Up until the last month, I was going every day.
Or is there a swimming pool there?
There's a small crew pool that we like allowed to use, but only on port days. But it's not really much of a. It's like 1 meter depth.
Yeah, but how wide? How big is it?
It's not that big either. It's enough for me to just like glide across.
Okay.
Small person.
What would be your advice to another person who's going to go and work on the ships?
I would say do it because it's fun. It's a good money. It's a good way to travel, see the world. I will say it's not for everyone.
Why is that?
I think you do have to be the type of person that is willing, like, you have to get used to always being around people. And you have to be able to accept people's personalities. Because you can be stuck around people who are not nice, and you'll be stuck around them for a long time. And you just have to, like, learn how to just be okay with it.
And how did you learn to be okay with it?
I had a great team. I had no issues with the people I worked with.
I was just wondering if you're a person who would deal with that issue straight on, or would you just
Avoid.
Yeah, avoid.
I mean, you do, like, if there's something that ticks you off and you know that you're going to be around these people forever, you just like, you just like take it with a pinch of salt. You're like, it is what it is, and you carry on.
Okay.
Because I mean, if you're going to be working with the same people for 4 months, you're bound to get ticked off at some point. But then you just, you
4
take it.
months isn't bad at all.
For us, doctors are lucky. Doctors get 4 months.
Yeah,
4-month contracts, but everyone else, they get 8 months, 10-month contracts.
yeah.
It's wild because you work every single day.
I did 6.5 months. I did. Yeah, I was happy when I got off. Yeah,
6.5 months at sea. That's a long time.
yeah.
How did you handle that?
We just did. We used to go ashore when we could, and safaris, beach, nightclubs, stuff. Do a bit of shopping if necessary.
And why did you stop?
Well, I'd stopped after 5 years. The money wasn't as good, and yeah, just along those lines. But it's been a very good, interesting interview.
Thank you.
What's the name of the agency company that takes on doctors in case anybody is interested? I assume it's
I don't actually have any company, but I will say that if you want to apply for a job on the ships, you go directly onto their website. Like, look on them for all ships, for all cruise liners that you want to work for. Just contact them directly rather than going through a recruitment agent. Because they are looking for doctors.
okay.
And that's what I've told a lot of my friends as well. Rather than going through one person, contact them directly on the website, and they'll reach out to you.
Okay, yeah, if they like what they see in your CV wise, they'll reach out to you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then you do have to have emergency medicine on board. You have to, like, at least have worked in emergency medicine.
Okay.
And Yeah, so you need experience in that. And I don't know how it works in the UK, but in South Africa you need a diploma in emergency medicine.
Oh, I hear.
Yeah, so there's some hoops you need to jump through first.
But they're not major.
They're not major. You can do it.
Well, thanks a lot for that, Nadia.
Thank you too.
And we wish you well.